Have you ever walked into a place and felt like you didn't belong? Not just awkward or shy, but like something in the air knew you weren't supposed to be there? That's exactly how Bree Matthews feels when she steps onto the campus of UNC Chapel Hill. She's just 16, already carrying the fresh, raw grief of losing her mother, and now suddenly in this elite early college program where everyone seems smarter, older, and far more put together. But what Bree doesn't know yet is that she's walking straight into a war. A war hidden beneath centuries of history, one built on secrets, bloodlines, and magic that's been hiding in plain sight. And she's not just some outsider. She's the one thing that could change everything. Now here's what's fascinating: Bree isn't just another chosen one trope. She's furious. She's grieving. She's questioning everything. Most people might suppress pain or try to move on quietly. Bree, she breaks the rules. She pushes. And that's what sets everything in motion. Because on her very first night on campus, something strange happens. A memory she shouldn't have. A creature no one else sees. And a secret society dressed in shadows who call themselves the Legendborn. But let me tell you something surprising. This isn't just a story about secret societies and magic. It's about legacy. About the kind of inheritance we don't ask for. Because when Bree starts digging into her mother's death, she finds out it wasn't an accident like everyone said. Something magical was involved. Something dangerous. And that's where it gets personal. The Legendborns aren't just using magic for fun or for power. They're fighting a war against demonic forces, and their power is inherited through the bloodline of King Arthur himself. Yeah, you heard that right. King Arthur. As in, swords, knights, and ancient prophecies. Except this time, the knights are modern-day teenagers in leather jackets, fighting in secret under libraries and campus halls. Now here's where it gets really interesting. There's a ritual called the Awakening. It basically lets a Legendborn inherit the abilities and memories of their ancestor. It's intense, it's painful, and it binds them to the Order forever. Bree, she shouldn't even be part of this world. But when she crashes one of their rituals, she realizes she has a connection, an impossible one. One that scares even the most powerful of the Order, because she can resist their magical memory wipes. She remembers. And that's not supposed to happen. And then there's Selwyn. Oh, Selwyn. The brooding Merlin descendant who looks like he could kill you with a glare, and maybe actually could. Keep magical creatures out and cover up magical messes. But when Bree comes crashing into their world, Sel sees her as a threat. A glitch. And yet, there's a tension between them. A connection neither of them understands yet. He's half terrifying, half tempting, and Bree doesn't trust him one bit. But she'll need him. Because the deeper she dives into the Order, the more secrets start to rise. Not just about her mother's death, but about who Bree really is. What do you think happens when you find out the truth about your own blood? That your roots don't just connect you to family, but to a war. A war that's been going on for centuries, right under everyone's noses. Bree thought she was just trying to grieve her mom. Instead, she's stepping into a legacy older than America itself. And here's the twist that hits like a punch: Bree's connection to the Legendborn isn't what anyone expects. She's not part of their perfect, noble bloodlines. Her power comes from somewhere else. Something deeper. Something older. Something that terrifies the Order. This isn't just a clash between light and dark. It's a collision between histories, whitewashed legend and black ancestral power. And Bree? She's caught right in the middle. Imagine discovering that your pain, your loss, even your history has been erased or rewritten to fit someone else's story. That's what Bree is up against. She's not just fighting demons, she's fighting the very system that tried to bury her legacy. And as if that wasn't enough, there's Nick. Nick Davis, the golden boy of the Order. Charming, brilliant, and maybe the only person who treats Bree like she belongs. There's something undeniable between them. Something sweet, even amidst the chaos. But Nick isn't just some love interest. He's Arthur's scion, the next in line to wield the sword and lead the Order. And Bree's connection to him? It's more complicated than she ever imagined. Every step she takes brings her closer to the truth. About her mom. About the Order. About herself. And each answer just leads to more questions. Who can she trust? What really happened the night her mother died? And most of all, what is she willing to risk to reclaim her own story? Because in this world, legacy isn't just about power. It's about truth. And Bree is about to discover that some truths have been buried for a reason. But once they rise, there's no going back. So now Bree's in deep. She's infiltrated the Legendborn. She's keeping secrets from both them and her few real allies. And the tension? It's everywhere. Between her and Nick, who wants to protect her but doesn't understand the storm she's carrying. Between her and Selwyn, who still doesn't trust her, but keeps watching her like she's a ticking time bomb. And maybe she is. Because the power waking up inside her, it's not Arthurian. It's something wilder. Something rooted in blood memory, in ancestors who whispered truth through generations even when the world tried to silence them. And the closer Bree gets to this truth, the more isolated she becomes. The Order wants her gone. The demons are getting bolder. And something is hunting her, something that doesn't care about bloodlines or rituals or rules. There's this one scene, you'll know it when it hits, where Bree is standing between two worlds, her body trembling, the earth literally responding to her rage. And in that moment, she realizes she isn't just in this story, she is the story. She's not a side character in someone else's myth. She's rewriting it from the ground up. But here's the painful part. To claim her power, Bree has to choose. Not between right and wrong, but between belonging and truth. Does she play the Order's game to survive? Or burn it down to build something that includes the people it's erased? She's been lied to, manipulated, pushed to the edge, and still, she rises. Every ounce of her pain, her grief, her fire, it becomes fuel. And just when you think you understand the shape of the story, it flips. Bree's connection to magic doesn't come from the Legendborn legacy at all. It comes from her mother's side, from a hidden line of root crafters. Magic drawn from memory, emotion, ancestry. It's a system the Order doesn't understand, doesn't respect, but it's powerful and real, and it changes everything. Because Bree isn't bound by their rules. Her magic doesn't obey their hierarchy. She doesn't need permission to exist. She already does. Now imagine that, standing in a room full of people who've spent centuries writing the rules, and knowing that you are the glitch in their system. You're the variable they never planned for. That's Bree. She doesn't want to be the hero. She just wants the truth. But the deeper she goes, the more it becomes clear, she might be the only one who can stop what's coming. Because the ancient war? It's not over. The darkness is rising. The creatures are growing stronger. And the Order is cracking from within. So here's the final gut punch. Bree has a choice. She can continue pretending to be just another pawn in their ancient game, hiding her true power, or she can step into it fully, even if it means destroying everything they stand for. The final moments will leave you breathless, not because of explosions or battles, but because of what they mean. Legacy isn't a crown you inherit. It's a story you claim. And Bree? She doesn't just claim hers. She demands it be heard. Legendborn isn't just fantasy. It's revolution wrapped in magic. It's grief weaponized into courage. It's about rewriting the stories we've been told, and daring to believe we belong, even in the spaces that were never built for us. And Bree Matthews? She's not waiting to be chosen. She's already chosen herself. Feel like you're meant for more, but don't know how to get there? You're not alone. Every success story starts with doubt and a spark. The Self-Made Millionaire, Zero to Wealth isn't just a book. It's your roadmap to purpose, confidence, and success, built on real lessons from real millionaires. One reader said, "It didn't feel like a book. It felt like my future talking to me." Inside, you'll find the exact mindset and principles used by the world's most successful people. No fluff, just real, life-changing wisdom. Ready to take the first step? Get it 100% free. Just subscribe and comment "book" below.